Episode 28. Hornet really needed a nap after that last hour-long boss fight. I guess it was longer than an hour. She kinda deserves it. And after that boss fight, it seems like we're not exactly full up on all of our tools here. Had to use a few of these shard bundles, and now we're down to just one measly shell shard. I think for a while we'll probably avoid using any of these, and just try to build up our ammo using the old tools here. Let's go back to the Wanderer for a while. We can keep on the Sharp Dart, and the main thing is to have this on. And the other things for farming currency. I'm not sure we need the Magnetite root, so we could put on the Ascendant Script instead. Could also put on the weighted belt with how fast this attacks. But maybe I need money? The plan this episode is to, well, it was the plan last episode, to go back to the Underworks, which we're already in, the part of the Underworks that's underneath the whiteboard, and go talk to that architect or whatever they were, I'm kind of forgetting what they were, just to get that last thing, which I don't remember how much it costs, but it might end up using all of our remaining rosaries to buy. And then of course there's that key that we can get from them for having bought all of their stuff. So yeah. Let's go ahead and unlock this thing, just because we have more than enough lockets. And actually we could even get the last thing on this if we spend our last locket. But somehow I feel like just having 4 crests in the game would be a weird number. Like if there's 4, I would think there would be 5, so maybe we want to save our memory locket for that. And as for what we put in it, I think this might actually finally be useful, because we would gain more than one bar of silk when we go down to 0. I'll try that for a while. Maybe with the old injector band, just to make things faster. Yeah. And for offense, I'm actually not sure if these both really do use the ammo. I know one of them does. Maybe both of them. I think just the Plasmium file uses our ammo, and the brew hasn't. It's actually hard to tell. Well, anyway, I can just have on whatever I want and just not use it if we're trying to gain ammo. I'll make it the brew. If I do use it, then I can try to see if that spends any ammo to refill it. Actually, you know what? I just want to learn right now, so we'll do that real quick. Oh, but we don't even have any ammo on us. We're down to 1. I don't want to use any of these. So yeah, I think this is our loadout for now. Unless I really do want the Ascendant Script. Nah, let's just go all in on ammo. Oh wait, we're up to 3 now. That's interesting. One, 2, 3. That's strange. Did the heart always... Is that an effect of this thing? Does this let us regenerate 1 more above the normal amount? Because we only have 2 silk hearts. Unless 2 silk hearts means you regenerate 3? Or did we always regenerate 1 and then each silk heart added 1 on top of that for a total of 3? And the next free bench will just have to double check, I guess. In any case, we have 3 free ones now. so I think we're going across the bridge and then... Yeah, that would be where the shop is. I'm kind of missing it already, the Python. Just because I got used to the chink sound that always came in. So actually, what does this actually matter? If I remove that. That's how quickly it regenerates on its own. Fairly slow. That's 2. And yeah, we only get 2 with 2 silk hearts, so... It's like a hidden effect, it seems, of this one, that it acts as another silk heart. So this would have actually been pretty useful back when I only had 1 bar, and my whole reasoning for not equipping it was that only regenerating 1 bar didn't seem that useful if it increased the speed. But since it adds on 1 bar, I guess quickly regenerating 2 bars when you're down to 0 could help out in more scenarios than I considered. I don't know. Well, it's more useful now. Oh, there you are. I was wondering. I thought you were gone. Okay, so actually, yeah, this is pretty affordable, but I didn't realize this also costs money. But I think we can afford both. Sawtooth circlet. Band of metal teeth, sharp and light fine. It could be woven within your red outer layer, a hidden weapon. And the key. No, not that. Last of our rosaries. So let's have a look. It just worked on my loadout, but I think we probably want to put on the new thing, right? Flexible belt of serrated metal teeth, able to affix... Wait. That's a typo, I guess. It's a new game, technically. Able to affix to the hem of a cloak. Flaring the cloak will spin the blades, damaging surrounding enemies. What do you mean flaring? This is sort of like the thorns from the first game, but it apparently doesn't activate when you take damage. I guess we'll try that instead of the injector band. Okay, so that's what you mean by flaring. Does anything else flare the cloak? Not that I can tell. But yeah, that does seem defensive. I can't really think of using this offensively when we're just like floating in the air like this. More of a get off me thing, it feels like. And as for that key. Rotary key of the architects. Opens their chapel in the underworks. Their chapel. I didn't realize it was a chapel. I thought you called it a store. Well, fine. We're going into their chapel, I guess. And I was just talking about how I felt like 4 sigils wasn't enough. I guess we just get it for free. Nothing to say? Okay, our memories are record. It shall not end. Anything else? our existence. We'll wait for the full thing. And there. As it was built. Build, grow. Okay. That's about all I care for. Crest of the Architect. No fighting required. Spin the needle as a screw, shredding foes. Spend silk to rapidly craft new tools. Interesting. To change crest, open the crest screen of the menu while resting at a bench. That's really interesting. And here I was spending my memory lockets on this other thing. This is something we want to try out immediately. So I guess this guy would have been the first chorus, if we see two of them out there and fought the fourth one. Nothing left. So, tell me about this. Master, I have communed with the shrine above. Your learnings are unique, techniques born of Cogwork hearts. Their mastery will require some commitment on my part. Cogred, you are the first organic shell to fuse our memories. Such behavior, my line would have believed improbable, impossible. Still, your broad arsenal did suggest strong affinity to the mechanical craft, enough to allow access to our thought store. Yours is an impressive skill, Master. I am grateful for the insight. Okay. Anything else to say? Not quite. So first of all, our normals. Oh, it's a drill. Oh wow, and that goes forward pretty far. I like that. We'll have to attack an actual enemy to see if that sends us up into the air or something. Like the other dash attacks, or like most of them. And our down is... Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. Spin the needle as a screw, shredding foes. Yeah. But it seems like... all of these attacks, well, except for the main ones, the normal ones, because that just goes into the charge, all of them can be changed by holding down the attack button for longer. So a dash attack is like this normally, when you just tap it. But it goes much further when you hold it down longer. And the downward attack is pretty short. It's just a tap. Holding it sends you down quite a distance, even further than the dive kick. It's interesting. And as for the charge... just a very large forward. Yeah, this one seems to be all about holding down the attack button, so it makes sense that the normal charge attack is just like a very big forward. Anything else that I'm missing for the normals? I don't remember. You can't really hold the up attack. It's just a very short up attack. Well, I guess that's also true of the normal attacks. You can't hold those, because a normal attack just becomes a charge attack. And as for this other thing, well, let's see this first. So we have one defensive and one, whatever this is, utility. Oh no, we actually have two of both of those, and this one actually has a total of 7 of these. That's more than any other. Oh, it doesn't have any silk skills. That's why. I didn't think that was a thing that could happen. But that makes sense. You're sacrificing your silk skills to craft tools instead. And instead of a silk skill, you just have this on R1. Okay, okay. This is actually opportune, isn't it? I don't have any ammo, so let's try just spending our silk on this stuff. First of all, how does this work? If we just continuously regenerate silk, can we continually craft these tools? If I get a choice of 3, well, I think we gotta have the drill. And maybe on our basic R1, something that goes forward. Like the wheel? Yeah, that seems right. We are kind of in a Cogwork build or something. And for our up attack, maybe like a buff. We probably can't craft this, right? Not with our, well, we'd probably craft the shard component, but we wouldn't craft the lifeblood component. Same thing with the flea brew, probably. Let's try the flint slate, I guess, as a buff. Well, we don't really have anything that's really ranged for guys in the sky. So maybe boomerang? It's been a while since we used the long pin. That doesn't go very high in the sky, though. We'll just try this for now. So how does this work? Oh no, I see. It does take ammo. It takes ammo, but it lets you craft without a bench. So this is like the ultimate burn through all of your ammo build or something. It's not a conserve ammo thing, it's use it all. Just to experiment. We'll use one of these. I cannot craft. So yeah, the silk heart thing, this one that I just equipped, not actually very useful at all for this build, because, well, I mean, it gives you at least 3 to start with, but you still need 1 full bar to actually craft, it seems. And I already wasted it, I guess. I don't want to take this off just yet. I think we'll definitely have to farm for more ammo. But before we take it off, I want to experiment over in the spa, I guess. Let's head there. Wrong way. Hero was all excited for this brand new fancy crest. Oh, wrong way. Turns out I don't exactly have the materials to use it. And also while we're here, we're gonna have to farm more of these things, the cloaks. It's only 15, but I think the drop rate is pretty bad. Seems pretty good. How many times does that hit? 2, maybe 3 times? So let's craft. Does this top us off? That took 8, and it did top us off. I can only assume using your silk just tops you off entirely for all of these. Like, if you're on 0 for all of them, it would just spend however much ammo would fill all of them up. Oh, they actually become naked when you take the cloak. I didn't realize. Well, I was heading towards the... Oh. Okay, I was heading towards the hot springs to experiment with this thing. We just finished experimenting already, pretty much. But I guess we're talking to this guy now. I'd hoped to never step these hateful halls, yet here I stand, as all those hapless books before. You've journeyed far from that damp cell, Tallbog. If you would oppose the minions of the Citadel, you have my respect. Then we share a rare stance, warrior. Few others seem possessed of will enough to resist. So many weak minds, drawn up and strong, in love with the great golden leech atop their lands. Farewell, Tallbog, until we cross again, or until death calmly claims us both. Together perfect, our claws clasped. You and I always. Pretty sure that was the same song that we heard back when he was in the jail cell. This way. So yeah, we don't really need this. Do I want to keep using this? It's very, very offensive. It actually would have been very interesting to use on the boss I fought in the previous episode. I kind of did this backwards, didn't I? We fought a boss that drained all of our ammo, and then I found this crest, which seemed like it would be good for conserving ammo. But what I should have done was get this crest first, and then drain all of our ammo just attacking the boss from a distance. That would have been great. Unfortunately, I don't think I can really use this right now. Especially because I used our last memory locket on this. And I need at least one slot to save up for ammo. So we are going back to the original plan here. I so desperately want to try that new crest. It'll happen soon. And as soon as we get how much? 700 more shards or something. That was a weird interaction. What was that? How much damage does that do? Don't think that much. Maybe like 1 needle worth? Wouldn't know if it gets upgraded with your actual needle though. Okay, we need those though. I think that guy also had one. Not quite. Missed input there. Okay, the big guys can drop them, but actually, we've got 4 now. That's 5. That should count as like 3, right? Because it's so big. Well, maybe someone over at the Songclave is a double extra large size and needs that one specifically. Okay, the drop rate seems better on this than I thought. And actually this should be a lot easier because the last quest was getting pins from the guys that specifically had pins. Pretty much all the guys that we fight here are gonna have clothes. Not this guy again. And that's all. I think we'll just go back the long way like this, and we might have enough by the time we get there. Don't want him to die over where I can't grab his cloak. And it does seem like we're getting shards relatively quickly. No dice. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. Come over here. No dice. Nope, not there. We gotta be fighting the easier guys. They're much faster to kill. And much easier. Let's actually head back down to here. They should make things significantly faster. Okay. 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 And yet, nothing dropped. So yeah, we're gonna use this thing and go here. There should be a lot of the smaller guys, or at least the easier guys to deal with during this long introductory hallway. Although I think they now mix in a bunch of those draining guys. Alright, perfect. It's working out. And I guess while farming for this quest, we're also farming for these tools we need. The ammo. Not this guy again. There we go. That's it. And we can head right back here. It seems like that other one is gone, but Shroom is back. Welcome back, Red Maiden, and thank you again for coming to my aid. I'm no healer, but with the supplies we found in the ward below, even my unlearned claws can ease the suffering of our brothers and sisters. That such darkness could creep into this most holy of places, even though we pilgrims kept our promises to ascend. I confess I wonder at the meaning of it all, but enlightenment does not come easily, or all at once. I should just continue my task in the meantime. All of those marvelous healing supplies, surely they at least are some proof of the Citadel's holy nature? Here they limply lay, the castaways and the disillusioned and the used up. It's a sorry settlement you summoned, Miss Belringer, and a blasted bother for me. Not sure we have anything to offer 'em, not even hope. That's just generic. I forgot. And as for things we might want to buy, right, extra meter. Gotta save up for that eventually. Well, let's turn in this quest. It seems like a new quest appeared while we were gone, though. Just a lot of things that are keeping us from continuing on to whatever all of this is, over here and here. What did we get by doing that again? Just now, turning in that quest? Do we? Okay, we got 220 rosaries. Do we use this now? I guess so. Kind of annoying that I was saving up for a listing over here, but we got a strengthened Songclave. Caretaker of Songclave. How do all these wretched lost bugs keep finding their way here? Each hungry and scrawling for shelter. We need more rosaries, so empty your pockets. Fine, I'm emptying my pockets. What do you think? Nothing. Would anything happen immediately if I do this and then this? Don't you want to say thank you? I guess not. What if I do this and then this? You feeling grateful yet? I didn't think so. Well, okay then. I guess we're doing this then. I spent all of my ammo, and now we're in a position where we actually have to move forward with the game, and I don't feel ready for it. I guess the one thing that I could do is still delay our adventure forward by going over here. But no, we've waited long enough. What the hell is all this? Wrong way. This has to be a boss, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. It's not a boss though, actually. Ow. He's actually kinda crazy though. Yeah, never mind. He does 2 damage, so maybe something else defensive? This, even though I want to use it, it won't be of much help. Not on that guy. Multi-binding or fractured mask? Flipping a mental coin. The fractured mask. The mask works out nicely, the mass and the mask. They work out nicely when we have technically 7 health on a guy that does 2 damage. But then the math works out even better if we mix in healing with all of that, assuming that I can heal. He's very, he scuttles around a bit. Damn. Shall I retreat? Yeah, we're retreating. Don't mind us. That's not the right move. Just gotta get in and out. That wasn't quite far enough. We got him. Grand Reed, high-standing insect of the choir, bearing a bow. This elite reed has been trained and fed beyond its smaller fellows. Fed. Your choice of words. What is this, by the way, this claw maiden? Puppet servant of the citadel, suspended on strings of silk. An early form of automaton. Okay, yeah, that does sound right. Requiring extensive silk to maintain its service. During that fight, we did like a downward dash, even though I shouldn't be able to do that with this equipped. Because down and dash just makes me do that. But I saw it. I saw us like go downwards. Oh, there we go. So you can still downward dash if you're floating. I guess because you can't do a normal... Well, you can't do this while you're floating. So that's why. The downward dash is useful sometimes if you want to touch the ground quickly, but having to mix in the floating just seems like it's kind of a waste. I guess what we're doing is we're sacrificing our downward dash for this, which is more useful in some scenarios, and kind of this exact scenario where we're getting in and out of these guys. Damn. Yeah, that actually activated our, our downward dash again somehow. Okay, when we're in like a flipping state, that does the downward dash. We traded, kind of. Right at the end. How do we get up? Or this is up. Is this the up part? This might be the up part. If we could use one of those guys to pogo, we might be able to get up here. Like you. Let me pogo you. Come a bit closer. Or are you programmed not to? We could use that. Oh no, come a bit closer. Oops. Well, that opens that up. Good to know. Okay, yeah, so we are directly below this, because now we're back in the right side vertical shaft where we're directly below that thing that goes up, so we were still in the long part of this chamber. And actually probably right on the other side of that one guy we were just fighting, well, not fighting, that we were just trying to pogo off of, is that main objective, which we could reach through the opposite side that we reach to, but I guess we're reaching the main objective through this side. After one more fire. Nope. Never mind. That was wrong. That was also wrong. Oh, free silk. Don't mind if I do. I feel like though we're about to go into a big boss battle with our build that's specifically designed for getting ammo and junk. Not the best idea. And we also have no resources, no health, no silk. Let's go in. But do I want to do this? I don't think so. I think I want to gear up for this a bit better. We'll just have to accept resetting these enemies, but that's fine. If we're fighting a big scary boss, I guess we want some defense, sure. We just use the hunter, and that works kind of nicely. Maybe I do actually want the Wanderer for the boss though, or the Reaper. As always, the Reaper is versatile for both offense and defense. I think I'll do that. All the silk that we get while channeling is good. I think I'll put on parry. We can put down the flea brew here, and if we feel like we need to attack, I think we'll go for, I don't know, more damage? Big drill? We have no idea what we're getting into. What are we not covering right now? We're not covering up and ranged. So just the pins. We might not even use these. I still kind of want to farm ammo even if we're going into a boss fight. But that's not a very smart move, is it? I guess we'll just kind of keep this on. Okay. This is what we're going for then. It's actually... wait. I was gonna go down the underground route since that would be faster technically. Damn. Going underground is faster and safer. But I think we can just get around these guys if I'm careful about it. Okay. Not quite careful enough. I'm trying to balance being careful and quick here. Damn. He scuttled backwards and I instantly got screwed. I swear, I'm gonna go forward one of these days. Just need to time it right. There we go. Okay, well, crap. Maybe I'll go underground after all. That shortcut is there for a reason. Okay, well... turns out I'm even worse at this. No, I just have to be more patient, I guess. What do I have equipped again? Multi-binder? Maybe the mask? Whatever we're getting into probably does deal 2 damage, right? Damn. We need like maximum height there. This is the rest of the episode. Me learning the run back before I even get to the boss. Oh my god. I screwed that up so many different ways. This has gone poorly. So poorly. It's so dark, I can't see a thing. We're not gonna bother backtracking. You know what? We're just gonna farm silk off of this guy. We can handle this guy. Damn. I'm actually a lot slower with this than the Wanderer. Alright, now we just gotta get through him. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. That's not what we're gonna do for the run back every time, we're gonna actually have to learn how to do the run back better. Hey, what's up? Ornstein and Smo? Or something. The Cogwork dancers. Ow. Look at them go. They love each other. Oh, that went through. There I go, trying to parry. They're beautiful. Ow. Damn. Alright, now what? Faster. I got it. That hit. You got me. Another round. They're faster. They gotta be. Oh, they're off sync. No, that's not true. They're perfectly in sync. So am I. Thought I was. Kind of screwed up right at the end there. Yeah? Oh. This one too. Kinda like me, screwing up right at the end. Dance alone. Threshold. All alone. Alright then. What a cool boss though. They pretty much only had one attack, which was always telegraphed. I mean, I guess there was also like a second attack where they did the screen-wide thing that they telegraphed, but it was all just kind of one basic thing that they did, which was actually really effective, and you really get into the flow of it right at the very end too. I like that one. Alright, in we go. Pilgrim of Farloom Eternal, you rare chosen who has ascended to this final threshold, listen to our wish, deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. It seems like these things in the background, these statues are talking to us. They're sort of like that confessor that we broke apart. I guess they're supposed to represent... Well, actually that one's an architect, isn't it? We just talked to one of them down below. And then like another one and another one. Probably like 3 pillars of Farloom or something like that. Or something that helped build up Farloom to what it is. Just a guess. Sort of like the, and I guess the parallels are probably intentional. Like the Dreamers from Hollow Nest. Except much, much later in the game. We would hear the song of the architects, at the core of our citadel. They who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors and its voice, even as others fall silent. We would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults. They who guard our history, our prayers, and our secrets, across the ages. We would hear the melody of the conductors, high in their gleaming towers. They, bearing the heaviest mantle, would guide our land ever on to greatness. Pilgrim of Farloom Eternal, regale us with our threefold song, that you may rise above and worship before our kingdom's divine heart. Okay. Well, now we know what this is for. Oh no. I was gonna say we know what this is for. This... not that. Well, let's see this first. Cogwork dancers, automatons of impeccable construction, welcoming entrance to their chamber with a display of deadly dance. 2 Cogwork bugs, and yet the soul seems singular, A sad yet masterful imitation of life, imbued inside shells of iron. But yeah, it's all about these things now, right? We gotta get these songs, I guess, and play them inside the gramophones. Right? Well, we got this one from... No, wait. No, I guess not. I could have sworn this one was... Well, we got it near the architect. It was right after we defeated the scary silk monster in the lab. But this isn't directly tied to the architect, it's just near it. I thought this would have been like one of the objectives we needed already, but no. Never mind. The architect thing might actually be over here then, that would make more sense. Probably. Oh wait, they're right here on the map. That's actually not too far away. And this one is like way above where we can't see. At the very top of the citadel. Well, I say the top, but it seems like the elevator goes to the top, so there's probably something above this part of the map. Okay, understood then. What about out this way? Oh great, more of these guys. Get away from me. Just want to see what's up here. And we've already been here, yeah. So we are actually just going back to the core, I guess. But maybe we want to rest at a bench first? I kind of want to see the core though. We worked for it. Damn. What's inside here? It's a bench. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I went directly here rather than try for the bench. That's a fun way to make a bench. No idea where we are, technically. I think we are going to put back on the Wanderer, though, since we are back to exploring. Hello? Cogwork core map. Okay, just what we needed. So yeah, this is actually the central pillar, I guess. Where does this slot in? It slots in like through the middle. That's interesting. And it does go up to where we need for this one. But I'm assuming the elevator goes like all the way up past this. It must. And this goes to the right where we need for this thing. And this one over here... Well, we probably just reach it through this thing, I guess. Probably didn't need the Cogwork core to access this one. Alright. Okay. Perfect, even. Oh, I gotta put down... I forgot to mark it on this map. Here. Because we have the upgrade now to do this. We can probably explore around that cold zone. As for where to go first, we're here. And like, what's outside here? Not really anything to see, not from this angle. I think we want to go to... here. This catches my attention because it's in this part of the map that we only found by, well, by word of mouth telling me that in Act 1 we could have gone through here. And we already went and killed the Phantom, but this seems to be part of the same area, sort of, as that, and connects over here with the Architects. So yeah, let's go find out more about this zone that we sort of, kind of passed through in the next episode. That's the plan. Now would be a good time to take a break.